Semenyo, Antoine, Semenyo. Look, I want to sing first. 21st century, so I will tell it to your face. Oh, Semenyo is a baller, a baller, a baller. Semenyo is a baller. He's a cheat code for Manchester City. You see, right now, Man City has to send an extra 50 million to Bournemouth for Antoine Semenyo. Look, this is such a steal. This is the biggest steal in the transfer market. Semenyo and the way he's balling for Man City, trust me, that is not a player who should be sold less than 100 million. Proper baller, Antoine Semenyo. Now, those who said he was going to ruin his career if he go to Man City, those who said he was making a wrong career choice by going to Man City, please, we are taking your apologies now. Please, bring it now. Look at the performance from Antoine Semenyo. Look at how he played today. Today, he scored a goal against Wolves. So far, he has scored in 3 different tournaments for Manchester City. He scored in his first game and provided an assist. That was an FA Cup game. He scored in his second game. That was an EFL Cup game. Today, he's scoring in the English Premier League. This is his second appearance for Manchester City in the EPL, and he has scored his first EPL goal in a Manchester City shirt. Do you know what that means? Semenyo is coming for you guys. Semenyo is going to turn heads. He's proving everyone wrong. This is what we are talking about. So far, 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. Goal contribution is 4. 4 goal contribution. He has not even played up to 10 games. He has not played up to 10 games. And he's close to equaling the number of goals Sabino has at Man City, which is crazy. Sabino so far has 5 goals at Man City. So far, 5. Semenyo is close to reaching that. That is crazy at this point. If you think that is not crazy, I don't know what else you think. But then Semenyo, as I said, Man City should send another 50 million to Bournemouth. In fact, the way he plays, how he produces, those goals and everything for Man City, he shouldn't be less than 100 million. Correct player. But guys, I'm here to talk about that game. I'm here to talk about Antoine Semenyo, his performance. I'm here to talk about Man City as a whole. What Pep changed today? A lot of people did not see it coming. So we are going to talk about all that. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. And also, don't forget, Antoine Semenyo. So guys, quickly, let's jump into it. Look, I was really surprised not to see Haaland in the game to start. I was surprised not to see Foden not starting and Jeremy Doku, because these guys are like starters for Man City. You understand? But Erling Haaland has not scored in his last 4 games. Even if you're adding this, in his last 5 games, he has not scored a goal. And this is unusual. So Pep decided to change things. He brought in Marmoush, you understand, to pair up with Semenyo up front to see if something else will change. Today, yes, it did. Both forwards that played today, both of them scored goals. Marmoush scored the first goal, Semenyo scored the second goal. So today his plan worked to perfection. But another player that surprised me, that performed very well, in my own opinion, was Marc Guehi, the new player for Manchester City. Look, Marc Guehi performed extremely well. For a new player to come into a team and perform the way he performed, I think he deserved his flowers. I get why Man City went in for him. The guy played like he was playing Man City for a very long time. Marc Guehi made Man City's defense a bit better than what we saw in the UCL game against Bodo Glimt. Marc Guehi today showed why he was signed. And look, today, aside those who scored the goals, he was my man of the match. Aside those who scored the goals, Marc Guehi was my man of the match. A defender who is not under pressure, a defender who can pass, a defender who anticipates the balls, a defender who is good at duels, both ground duels and area duels. That is excellent. Today, fantastic performance by Marc Guehi, and I understand why Pep Guardiola decided to go with this particular starting line, because the goal that was scored in the first half, I was so much impressed. Matheus Nunes, correct player. You could see why Man City actually missed that player. He just gave that assist, that cross That was so good. Marmoush too, having the enterprise, having the willpower to attack that ball and score. That is what he needed, because this is a player who is not getting regular playing time quite recently at Man City. So he had to do something. He had to tell Pep, give me the opportunity. When you give it to me, I will not, not take it for granted. And today he performed very well. Today, aside everything, he is my man of the match, because aside the goals, he did a lot of things on point. Today, he did so many good things in the game that I'm happy for. His passes, his dribbles, being at the right place at the right time, his movement, they were so excellent. So, for me, Marmoush was excellent in that game. I'm not going to lie to you. But then, guys, the first goal was just amazing from Manchester City. You see, it's a well-worked goal from the players. Second goal by Semenyo was just something else. In the first half, Semenyo scoring that goal was just excellent, because Semenyo understands how to play in the EPL. Semenyo was in between two defenders and was able to manage a goal. Like, I don't get it. And another circumstance, if it was another player, that player would have touched the ball like 3 or 4 times. Semenyo touched the ball once. He used his right foot to touch the ball, left foot to shoot goal. And that is something that I want Jeremy Doku to learn. Too many touches on the ball do not help. If you see that game, Semenyo hardly touches the ball before starts shooting. Look at the ball that hit the woodwork. Semenyo hardly touches the ball too many times. That is what makes you very quick and enterprising. It's not about the dribbles, because at this point we are not even talking about dribbles that happened in the game. We are talking about those who scored the goals, and that is what Semenyo is giving Manchester City. I'm not going to lie to you. If you are a winger and you can't score goals, you can't provide an assist, you are a fullback. I've said it whether I like it or not. If you are a winger, you can't score goals or provide assists, you are a fullback, because then what is the essence of you playing up front? You understand my point? And Semenyo is bringing something different that the wingers at Man City do not have. How clinical he is, how to pick, the right spot, how to be able to pick those small pockets of spaces and utilize this to his advantage. That is what we saw today. Semenyo was not on the ball too much today. You might think he did not play today. But the few chances he had, he made use of them. That is efficiency. In the first half, in the early minutes of the first half, he had a clear-cut chance, which myself, I believe that Semenyo could have done way better with that chance. He could have done way better with that chance, but then, it was still on target. But then Semenyo, with that second chance, he scored a goal. But then in the 77th minute, that chance hit the woodwork. So in all, Semenyo was so good. So good for Manchester City. And I like it so much. And I'm just happy. Look, this goes to the Ghana national team. This goes to the coach, Otuado. If you see the way Semenyo is playing at Man City, don't go and change anything when he comes to the national team. Play exactly the same thing. He's a runner. He is a runner, so place the ball right in front of him, and he's going to get that. Look at the passes that we're going to Semenyo. Simple passes, and Semenyo is going to do the job. So Otuado, look at how Pep is using Semenyo. Go back and go and watch the clips. If you want assistance, ask the coach on how to use Semenyo, because we want the player who is on form to be on form when he wears the national team jersey. We are going to the World Cup. It's no joke. We can't go there and Semenyo cannot score goals for us. And I've always said, it's not the fault of the player, it's the fault of how we play. In the country, is how we Ghana plays. That is why we can't get the best of Antoine Semenyo, because he is playing exceptionally well for Manchester City in the EPL. He was playing so well for Bournemouth. So if he cannot play well, I will blame the coach of the national team and also the players around. We take too many touches unnecessarily. Today, look at Bernardo Silva's assist to Semenyo. One touch pass. Do not waste those passes. Let them go. Too many touches do not really help. You understand? But today, the showing was just excellent, and I love it so much. But then, guys, let me ask you this. Do you think Semenyo can score 10 plus goals with Man City this season? I think it's possible. Look, Semenyo at Bournemouth, as compared to Semenyo at Man City is having good players around him. He has the likes of Raicheki, Bernardo Silva, Foden. He has good players all around. So I think whatever he did at Bournemouth, he's going to do ×2, or probably do more than what he did at Bournemouth, because now you have good players. At Bournemouth, he was doing almost everything on his own. But now he can do it with other good players around him, because at the end of the day, look, football is a team sport. You can play alone. But if you have good players around you, players who know what they are doing, trust me, it makes your work a bit easier, because at the end of the day, Semenyo looks like that guy who can get you goals. He's very clinical, especially looking at how goals are becoming very hard for Haaland to come by. Semenyo is that guy for you. And so far, he has scored in 3 different tournaments for Manchester City, which is an excellent one. So far, 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. Goal contribution is 4. 4 goal contributions. Semenyo, I believe that almost every game he's going to give an account, a very good account of himself. Be it a goal or be it an assist, I think Semenyo can get it done. For Man City and for Pep, I'm really excited for the way they are using Semenyo, because in his last 3 games, he has played 90 after 90 after 90 minutes. The only game that he did not play 90 minutes was the game against Exeter. That was the first game he played. He played 64 minutes. So for those who said he was not going to get playing time, he is actually getting those playing time. Those who said when he goes there, he's not going to actually score the goals, he's scoring the goals. Those who said, oh, if Semenyo goes there, he's going to ruin his career. No, Semenyo is fact, having all the praises, all the PR, the good ones, all on his side. And I'm happy for him. He's a Ghanaian. We need to support him. I'm a Ghanaian, I'm an African, and I like what Semenyo is doing in the EPL. It looks like he's the cheat code. He understands what it takes to play in the EPL. Be it Bournemouth, be it Manchester City, he's still delivering. The value is the same, and I like the fact that Semenyo has not dropped in value. Good performance from Semenyo. But then, guys, let me know your thoughts concerning the performance from Manchester City and also the performance from Semenyo and all those other players. Let me know all that down below in the comments. I'm truly excited for the way Semenyo performed. But once again, Antoine Semenyo. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.